Welcome back, Cracked fans, to another edition of Cracked Interviews Live. I am here with UCLA senior and our winner of the Cleveland Challenger, Maxime Cressy. Max, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So we'll start here. You lose the first set 7-6. You're down 4-0 in the second set tiebreak. What's going through your mind at that point, and what allowed you to rebound to take home this title?
At that point, at 4-0, I was like, my only chance to win that match basically was to make him play because I knew that he's very nervous, and I was able to save match points in crucial moments at 5-4 and 6-5 on my serve, and I had a second serve actually at 6-5, and he missed in the net with his forehand. So in my mind, I was like, it's 4-0, but it's not over because I can go back with two serves and I can mini break and go back to two serves. At 4-0, I mini broke him, and so I was like, it's not over. Like, he's gonna get a little nervous, and I'm just gonna make him play in the returns. That's what I thought about, and if he hated winners, it would be too good. But I knew that it was his first time like trying to win a title. I don't think he's won a title in the past, and so I knew he would be very nervous. So I just thought about making him play. That's the most, yeah.
I have to ask, our name is Cracked Racquets. Anyone who's watching the live stream saw you cracked one pretty nicely there.
Yeah,
Did that help a little bit as well?
It helped me relax, yeah, really well. Well, at that point, I was like, it's over. But I just at that point, I was like, I was really pissed off because he was playing unbelievable shots, and really thought I could get that breaker because I saved my 2 match points on my serve games, or 3. And so that's why I was very pissed off, because these 2-3 points in the breaker, these 2-3 first points were crucial for me. But I didn't give up, and I try to cheer as loud as I could because the crowd was ridiculous for me.
It was almost like a college match, right? We were in Columbus. Torp obviously went to Ohio State, so a bit heavy Torp crowd.
Yeah. I inspired myself with Clay Thompson, a former Bruin.
Of course.
From the video in the Champagne Challenger.
No, of course you have to do that. And it seems like all week long, whenever you were put in pressure situations, you were not afraid to slice, come to the net, put the pressure on your opponents. Was that something you were consciously thinking about every match? Is I'm going to play my game, and wherever the ball ends up, so be it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mostly focus on variety on return games, whether what the opponent does on the ball. So either I chip or I drive. I mix it up, and I just I observe how the player handles the different types of balls. So in conditions where I'm down, I feel like making the guy play is the most is the smartest play for me.
Well, can we talk about those conditions a little bit? For anyone watching, we're indoors here in Columbus, and I mean, these courts are so fast. That's perfect for you, right?
Yeah. Especially for the slice serve. That's my most that's my biggest strength in this week. It was my slice serve.
Yeah, and I think beyond coming to the net, the other thing you did well, you actually got some notoriety for it as well. There was a Deadspin article, and I have to ask you about this. You're not afraid to, express yourself audibly on the court. You're saying, come on, you're grunting in between points. Even beyond, do you do it to frustrate other players? Why do you do that for yourself? Does it help you just stay focused?
I just know that my identity is someone who really shows that I'm fighting for every point, and I think that's just who I am, and I cannot just fake it. So
of course, we loved it.
Yeah. So I anticipate all these articles about me, and it actually gives me even more strength to do it more. So no, I don't do it to frustrate the players. I mostly do it because it helps me relax. It helps me feel confident on the court. And it's just like my mentality when I feel like I'm fighting on every point, when I really scream loud, and it's just a way for me to feel very confident within myself that I'm doing the best I can in these kind of situations that I'm facing. So yeah, I even though I face difficult times during the matches, screaming and really pumping myself up is a way for me to relax and give and know within myself that I'm giving everything I got.
If that's how you relax, we got to have some talks out. I've got some better techniques for you. But no, you talk about just this weekend, staying true to yourself, being confident. This is a great result for you, but it's not your first great result. You won a ton of futures doubles titles last year, ended the season with a singles futures title as well. You get a wild card, I believe, into Columbus. Now here in Cleveland, you take home the title. What has allowed you to have so much success over the past 6 months that you've jumped, from 5 singles in the UCLA lineup to, challenger champion?
I would sum it up in one word: belief. I just believed that I could do it, and I played. I think I played like 22 futures in the last 22 futures from July to December. So I was really really hungry to jump in the rankings, and I knew I could really make some damage in futures of my type of game, and I just never gave up. I started out from the bottom in qualifying draws, and I was losing qualies or first round of main draw in futures at first in singles, but doubles really helped me get confident in singles because I was winning a lot in doubles, so it gave me a lot of momentum. And I just feel like most of my results are all mental. I won so many matches where it was so close, and I just mentally really I was toughing it up, and yeah, I would just contribute. All my success was 90% mental, I would say, and as a result, my game improved, my game evolved, and my confidence really skyrocketed. So.
And I do want to talk about a few non-Cleveland Challenger related things, but just to end here, this is such a huge result for you. As I mentioned, you get I don't have to tell you it's a huge result. You're obviously well aware of that, but you get your first Challenger title in singles. I think there's 90 points that come along with that. You're still in college, and so I know you can't accept the prize money, but still, what does a result like this not only do for your confidence, but does it adjust your schedule moving forward? Will you try and play certain events during the season maybe that you wouldn't have before?
Well, this tournament has changed my life. It has changed my summer schedule.
You're
because
welcome.
now with my new ranking, I believe I'm going to be 300 in the world. Now I can access every main draw of every challenger, so it's changing everything for me. And nonetheless, I also won a challenger in doubles in Columbus from my first appearance, and no, all these titles are enabling me to play to be on the battlefield, on the challenger battlefield, and not have to play futures ever again. So, so it's the best feeling ever winning today, because now I'm guaranteed to not be playing futures ever again. So. Now I can.
Cool.
Yeah. So now I have a really strong base to start from, and I'm really excited for what's to come, because this is not going to be the first title in Challenger.
Oh,
I can tell you.
Let's hope not. Well, you talk about changes. I know you have a mom who I believe was born in America. Now you are representing the USA on tour. What was the thought behind that? Why to you did it feel important to change so that you now have the little USA by your name?
I just feel like I have American blood within myself, and I feel like I can really identify myself as American. And
the earring is the giveaway.
Yeah. And my mom is American, obviously, and I just identify more as American, and I'm obviously gonna live in the U.S. after college. So I just feel like living in the U.S. is a better environment for me, and I just feel more at home in the U.S. And I've had all my success in the U.S. also, so I identify the U.S. with great energy, and yeah.
Thank you. We're happy to have you. And there's a little inception there because I got you to say the word college. Now again, you're repping UCLA in our interview. You are a senior there. Last season, you guys make the semifinals, have such a great team. I think finals of indoors as well. But you lose Red Licky, you lose Evan Zhu, you lose, I believe, Austin Rapp. Now you're in the number 1 slot. What should we be expecting from the UCLA Bruins this year? Because despite all of that turnover, you still bring back a ton of talent.
I mean, we lost a lot of players, but I really strongly believe that we recruited some really talented players. And I don't necessarily think that our team is weaker than last year's, and I just feel like we have a really amazing team this year, and we have a lot of players who are really professional on and off the court, and who really want it badly. So I don't think we're any weaker this year, and I strongly believe that as a leader on this team, that I can lead this team to a national championship, and I strongly believe we can do it, and it's going to take a lot of heart and determination, but anything's possible. Nobody 6 months ago would have believed I would have won a challenger in singles and doubles after my first and second appearance. And so anything's possible. I won that match being 4-love down in the tiebreaker. It's just in college tennis, especially with the crowd, with the refs, and with all the different circumstances, anything's possible. So I still believe we can win it.
Oh, definitely, and we look forward to watching you all season long. We'll end with a fun one. This being your first challenger title, I know you've got school, and you can give a PG answer in case anyone's watching, but how do you celebrate a moment like this?
Right now, like if
well,
I were
other
to
than doing
if
this
I were to
interview,
say
this
something,
is a celebration. But
well,
beyond that.
I'd take off my shirt.
So is that how we're gonna end it?
And fall on the ground and kiss the ground. But
right,
I didn't have time for that because Torpegaard was running to the net.
No, of course. Well, I think that's how we're gonna have to end the interview in Maxime Cressy style. If you'll do it with me, please.
Yes.
Oh, Max Cressy, congratulations. Well done.